What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 4 of our College Football 25 Coaching Dynasty, where we started as the offensive coordinator of Western Kentucky. Cheeto Williams, top right corner there, was a legendary Canadian high school football coach. The dad of Tito Williams, channel legend. West Kentucky gave him the OC job. He spent 2 years there, where we brought West Kentucky to their best ever rankings. We brought them to the college football playoff, which we might have lost. But off of that, we got a head coaching offers across the board. We had Colorado State, we had Western Michigan. We ended up going with Colorado State, a little bit better football program, and this is the result of our year there. We finished number 17 in the nation. We go 11-3. We made the college football playoff. Now, it's just not... let's not worry about the score of that game, all right? I think the fact Colorado State in the college football playoff certainly is helping us out. Right now, we have an A prestige. Cheeto Williams is one of the hottest names in all of college football. 32-9 career record. Ignore the playoff record because we've been well above punching our weight class in those games. But it now turns to the fact that we are that hot commodity. And we look at the offers. And the fact that I think we could wait. We could sit and wait. We could see if something better hops up. We could help even return back to Colorado State. Take our time. Continue to develop our coaching tree, right? Like that scenario, before you want to go to a big program, you want to be ready. And we are flushing out our coaching tree. We got motivator, we got recruiter. I think as obviously we continue on, you got architect. I mean, all these are good value, but I feel like we're in a good spot as a level 22 coach. We have the X's and O's down packed. We actually are going to be able to now, with our 10 remaining points here, kind of almost max out recruiter, which is really the next stage of things we want to do. But it's a tough decision whether or not we make that gigantic jump. Do we want to continue this meteoric rise through the ranks of college football? Or do we want to find a place that we could call home, establish ourselves there, and then get the big time job? Well, now, there could be other teams, other offers, once these guys realize that Cheeto Williams is the best of the best. Houston, Iowa, Kansas, Louisville, Ole Miss, TCU, Texas, UCLA, Washington. All those are very interesting jobs. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think that there is an element of Wisconsin wanting us right away. A program as established as the Wisconsin Badgers immediately saying that is the guy we want. We want Cheeto Williams. We saw what he's done at Western Kentucky. We've seen what he did in 1 year at Colorado State. If we don't get him now, we may never have that opportunity. Wisconsin is down bad. They're coming off a 4-win season. So with that being said, I'm not going to commit to a full 4 year. I think the end game here is still for me to find my way to the Florida Gators. That's where I'd like to go. Might not ever happen. But I think we sign on here with Wisconsin and we stick around for a minute. We will make a pledge to ourselves, because I never really want this to be a new team. Only way I would want that is if we actually got an appropriate amount of head coaching or offensive coordinator jobs, and we could have went from Western Kentucky offensive coordinator, then you bump up to a Wisconsin offensive coordinator, and then maybe you go to your first head coaching job, and then you work your way up. But Cheeto Williams has taken the college football world by storm, and we're going to sign on to become the next head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers. Or we could even settle in and start to appreciate what Wisconsin is as a football program. We need to hire a coaching staff. I'm going to throw the initial offer here at James Canada. Not only because I like his name, but I do think he fits schematically what I want to look for my coaching staff. He has motivator and he has tactician. Now, there is always a side that says, let's just go with recruiter, because the more recruiting-based staff you have, the more hours that you'll be able to get, sooner you'll be able to recruit better. But I think diversifying, because we don't have any points spent in tactician, so you get a little bit of that with Canada. He's a C prestige, which is as good as some of the other offers. We might not get him, but we're going to try our best. And we're going to look for a defensive coordinator that wants to jump with us. Now, this is where I think we try and get... Like, look at that guy right there. He has 3 abilities. He has motivator, recruiter, and tactician unlocked. 3, which is great. We also get that with Rosario. We get Lalos. I have never seen, and I don't know, I'd love to hear those of you that have had a lot more experience kind of doing something like this where you got to hire staff. Have you ever found anybody with one of these 3 unlocked? Strategist, architect, talent developer? Maybe if they're like a head coach. Maybe. But I have just never seen it. Don't know if it exists. Could be a unicorn. But I am going to say, look at that. So we got Michigan, Southern Cal, Michigan for McClendon, multiple defense. I feel like that gives us a little flexibility because I don't know if I want to be locked in to a base 3-4. But I think we swing for the fence here. I like Zach Hayden. I like the look of the fact that he is all 3. He is getting a head coaching offer. But I feel like we swing for the fences here. Let's get some guys that have other schools. And Wisconsin, hey, the knock from Wisconsin, we're coming to offer you a job, just hits a little different than some of these other schools. We got both of our targets, and the only thing I really have to compare is when we were trying to fill out our coaching staff here for Colorado State, and needless to say, we did not get our first choice. But a lot more money going around here at Wisconsin. So as we take over Wisconsin, the prestige has fallen. They were a 4.5-star prestige school, and we accepted the offer. And maybe not a resounding thumbs up about our hire. They fall down to a 4-star. They go 5-8. So they win a bowl game, which I guess is always cool to see your players, you know, playing for the school. Maybe not necessarily the name on the back of the jersey, but the name on the front of the jersey. I was kind of looking, like, what do I know about Wisconsin football? I know that they're one of those teams that just doesn't have, you know, great quarterback play in their history. Like, I was kind of looking at it, and the fact that, like, Graham Mertz, all respect to Graham Mertz, he's played some decent football for my beloved Florida Gators this year. But when Graham Mertz is in your top 5 and he transferred away 2 years ago, probably not an all-time great quarterback school. But as far as running backs are concerned, Ron Dane, an absolute legend. You got Corey Clement, who made some of the biggest, most iconic plays for my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. Melvin Gordon, Jonathan Taylor, Monte Ball, Braylon Allen, who's my draft crush last year. I'm so annoyed. Even though Philly has Saquon Barkley, so annoyed we didn't get Braylon Allen as like our backup RB2. Look into the receivers. Jared Iberderis, remember him? Kind of remember him. Lee Evans was an absolute beast. I believe he was Buffalo Bills during his prime. I kind of looked through the list. A lot of tight ends. Jake Ferguson, who's killing it right now for the Dallas Cowboys. You got Nick Toon was like another name. But this is generally a school that has been the old school. Run the football, play defense. We're coming in with this air raid mentality that kind of changed the identity of Wisconsin football at its core. Looking at the stats, I mean, it's a senior, so we don't really get to inherit this. But 3,600 yards, 37 touchdowns, 7 picks. Like, they've had some pretty strong quarterback play. Like, honestly, those numbers, 37 touchdowns in a single season, both are records. Braden Locke, most passing yards in a season, most touchdowns in a season. That is okay. So I'm going to assume they got away from running the football at a super high level, which they do. Nate White looks like he could be heading towards the transfer portal. I think of Wisconsin football. I think of a school that churns out offensive linemen at an NFL level every year and power backs. And we got Tretch Kekahuna, 1,000-yard, 12 touchdown, another player potentially headed to the transfer portal. And we knew this coming in. We knew this, that even when we previewed the rosters at the end of the last episode, where I was like, man, Wisconsin, this looks pretty good. They have a lot of sophomores, a lot of underclassmen that we're going to be able to inherit. We have no idea just, what exactly the transfer portal, situation is going to look like for Wisconsin. And it is not looking the best. It's looking like we could be losing a lot of players. We got Tackett Curtis. I feel like, wasn't he playing for USC? Must be a transfer. Absolute beast here in Heiberg. We do not want to lose him in the portal. Sophomore with 10 TFL, 16.5 sacks. Litica at pass rush, 9 sacks. He's not at risk going to the portal. I'm telling you right now, though, we need Heiberg over anybody. That is, we've got Snowden, another player that could potentially leaving. Oh, this could be brutal. So we have 6 opportunities to negotiate. Good news is not everybody was a lock to go away, but I also think we gotta be smart here. We gotta be smart. We gotta understand the ratings, understand the age. So I think right here we got Rivero, 79 freshman. We only have 6 chances. I want to try and get the younger players that might have a little bit more life to them, a little bit. But I mean, we also have 1,000-yard receiver. Those don't grow on trees. All right, he's gone. We got Nate White at running back. We'll try him because he was a starter. All right, he's gone. Great. We have the sophomore at guard, Webb. Yes, there we go. 83 sophomore. Welcome back. We got 2 left. I think we go Ernsberger, the freshman D tackle, who we get to buy in, and Gaither, huh? Look at Gaither's stats. I mean, not 87 throw power. Yeah, I get he's a freshman. Let me see. What's the depth rate? That's always what it comes down. He is normally, all right, good. Nope, see ya. Deuces. Our final should be Emilio Agard out of Philly. Come on. Come on. Oh. Well, we keep 2 players. Could have been worse. Could have been 0. I don't think these go on our coach's official stat sheet, but 2 players to the league, including a second-round corner. Our first piece of business could be the transfer portal, and for a school as big as Wisconsin, this is absolutely terrible. We have Kenneth Merriweather, who is a top 20 player in the portal, 4-star junior, so he'd be coming in as a 1-year rental. We'll chase after that for sure. But the fact that we are not in for any other player above a 2-star is pretty brutal. That's the bad news. There is still some good news. The good news is outside of Merriweather, who's going to be really our only influence on the class, work has been done. We still got a bunch of 3-stars that are in the top interest. We have Clyde Murphy, who is a 4-star running back. We're second school on his list. We have Darling, who's a top 500 player. We're first on there. We have Mackey. This is the interesting one. I think with our just absurd amount of points, just to scout him, a 5-star quarterback. Number 8, so it's, a little bit on the low side for a 5-star. Obviously, a lot of quarterbacks, but that's a hell of a swing at a player that could potentially have a game changer of a dev trade. Between us, Cincinnati, and Purdue, that's a nice little gift. Looking at the players that are already in the class that we're inheriting. Got some 3-stars, which is not that bad, but we got lots of 4s. We got Thielen, who's a top 500 player. Stevens, who's a top 500 player. And it's a good balance, too, of offensive players and defensive players. Got some running backs. We got Godfrey, Tafea, Burns, Jern, and we have 2 5-stars already signed. Sammy Bohannon, the 5-star wide receiver, top 20 player in the nation, the number 3 wide receiver, 6'4", 200 pounds. I really do think I should be able to scout these guys. Once they already commit, you're not allowed to scout them. Just let me do it. Please, just let me do it. We got him, and like I said, the balance of offense and defense. We got Steven Johnson, top 10 player in the nation, the number 1 corner out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He's going to be a dog, I guess. And I'm going to guess both those guys. One of them, my prediction, will be an elite def. There we go. First week, we get the 5-star quarterback signed on. It's a new era here in Wisconsin. Week 2, we get our lone transfer portal target, Kenneth Merriweather. So overall, Wisconsin finishes with a top 10 recruiting class, even though, wasn't mostly us, but I definitely think we got them into the top 10. Now looking at the recruiting class that we inherited, nothing too crazy. I'll be honest. I mean, for the most part, it does, a top 10 class, pretty vanilla, all things considered. We did get George Homer, who at 6'3", 303, not sure what side of the line of scrimmage he's going to play. I'll take the star dev there. But as we get into the 4-stars, a 4 normal, not the best. Not exactly what you're looking for, and that's a lot. Like, that is a fairly vanilla 4-star recruiting class. However, we got Donald German, the middle linebacker here at Fairfield, Ohio, elite dev 4-star for a top 50 player in the nation. Trent Mackey gets a star dev at the quarterback spot, considering he was kind of thrown into our lap there in the offseason as just a very rare 5-star that's undecided. That had us as 1 school. It's not bad. Gives us a little bit of an insurance policy. But looking at the top 2, We got Sammy Bohannon, star dev, and Johnson, star dev. So, it's a good class. I'm not going to complain one bit about the fact that we had a top 10 class. But only getting one elite player out of a top 10 class, you know, is what it is. So as far as recruiting is concerned, very weird. Very, very weird class. We've always had the house rule that the player has to show interest in our school for us to go after them, which I think is very fair. And I think, as you can see right now, for like this scope, pretty good. Like 4 stars. Got a 5-star corner, top 20 player in the nation. Could be a lot worse. However, this is it. I am not going to be able to have my fingerprint all over our roster with the restrictions that we have set in place. There's a lot of 4 stars, 5 stars showing up on our recommended board. And obviously, this can change from a week-to-week basis. And I'm going to check every single week to see if any players, you know, have more interest in the Wisconsin program as we hopefully start winning games and start this season out hot. But this is just such an incredibly small pool of players that I had to break my own house rule. Because we currently have a walk-on at punter, like a 50-some punter. I need to recruit a punter during this process. And, of course, no punters had any interest in our school. So what I did was kind of like the tiebreaker had to do it. They had to be a part of our pipelines. One of our top pipelines, we got Pennsylvania, which is, I didn't really know Wisconsin was that big in recruiting there. But we're going to go after Alec Johnson, who actually does look pretty solid with that 90 kick power. Outside of it, though, I mean, like, the board is so small. Even guys that we have scouted as busts, I think we need to continue just to try our best and bring them in to make some sort of a recruiting class, as it's only at 13. That's kind of pushing it. We did get Jalen Cantu, the free safety, with a gem, which looks pretty good. We have the 5-star Demetrius Avery. We're in his top 5, and I think with how much hours we have, that is a lot of hours. We have 1,000. Don't know if that's going to drastically change between now and the regular season, but I'll tell you right now, he's going to be getting max. He's going to be getting all of our TLC. We got a bust here in Mare at linebacker, a bust here at Tucker, the 4-star at offensive tackles. Not the hey man, it just sucks around the board. Donovan Darnold, gem quarterback, 4-star, 200 player, top 20 quarterback in the nation. Stats aren't too bad. 90 throw power, decent accuracy, big time athlete, 89 speed, 95 acceleration. But I'll be honest, all in all, unless more names can get gradually added to this list early on in the season, which I will update you if that happens, not going to be my favorite recruiting class of all time. I don't think so. Looking at our schedule, this was what was given to me. I have not modified this, and we get Colorado State week 0. Very fitting, very interesting that kind of played itself out that way. We got Pitt, Boise State, Michigan State, Illinois, week 5, ranked. Penn State should probably be ranked at that point. We got bye, Northwestern, bye, ranked Nebraska, USC, Iowa, UCLA, and then Minnesota. Hopefully, we will appear in the Big Ten Championship, but it's year 1. There could be hiccups. There could be growing pains. Honestly, just want to beat Colorado State. So it is time to begin year 1 here in Wisconsin. Taking a look at our roster, where we're at. We'll save the best for last, which is the quarterback position. Looking at the team, again, we have a walk-on at punter, which not the best. Special teams is a weakness. Secondary also would make the argument not particularly a strength. Medina, the junior, kind of leads that group. We're not super depthy at corner. That's not the best English, but we got Johnson, the 5-star. He's there to make a play. Honestly, we'll bump him up the depth chart a little bit, almost just to try to prevent the transfer portal. But the only thing that is good is that, hopefully there's going to be still some upside for our corners, as we have Ricky Poland and Silvestro, both just sophomores. Again, following the Cooper DeJean tree. Linebacker core, we got 84, 88, 87, and 86. Heiberger also led the team in sacks last year. Just a ridiculous playmaker. I'll be interested to see how he performs this year in a little bit of a different role. D-line, not brutal, 86 and 83. Plus some freshmen. It's a younger defensive line, which is good because there's still a lot of upside. We got juniors that are in the 80s, which you love to see. And we're led by Ernest Williard, the senior out of Baltimore, Maryland. We also have McDonald and Merriweather, who we got in the transfer portal. So we're happy there with that depth, with that rotation. 84, 83, 85, 90, and 89 across the offensive line. So we're getting back to dominating the trenches, which is Wisconsin football 101. At tight end, again, not necessarily a strength of the team. Wide receiver, Harita and Pierce. Love their athleticism, especially Pierce. I mean, he's going to be He's probably going to be our guy. 83 overall, sophomore, 99 speed, 98 acceleration, 97 agility, 90 catching. Things look pretty good for him to get involved. I mean, a little bit on the smaller side of 5'11", 187. But, you know, a common theme here. Some of the accelerations might be off, but that top end speed is very prevalent in this wide receiver core. I will say something that I'm a little surprised is the state of our running back room, as there's just nothing. Ahmad Volk might be the best of the bunch just with his athletic profile, but honestly, I think we'll just kind of have an open door, hot hand approach for the running back room. At quarterback, we have Mackey, who is a 5-star we got late. He's an 81 with the boost, a base 79 overall. That's an outstanding rating for a freshman. But look at what we got here. John Kenyon, redshirt freshman, 87 overall, 88. What? This guy has potential to be like the all-time great Wisconsin quarterback. If he does a full 5 years, you never know. He was a 4-star recruit at Dayton, Ohio. Has a star dev trait, which is pretty good. Looking at his skill caps, he's maxed out accuracy-wise. But I mean, 99 short accuracy. Everything else is 85 plus. I think that's reasonable. Could still get more throw power. I don't know if that would just simply be like if he goes up to 94 throw power, that would max him. I don't know how much a bar will represent in terms of skill upgrade, but like I'm on the assumption maybe he could get 95 throw power. That'd be pretty cool. Can still up his awareness a little. Can still up, you know, not really gonna probably see big gains there in his mobility, but maybe not the best skill caps. By the time you have a freshman quarterback that is an 88 overall, you're in a really good spot, and he's going to be the man that hopefully will turn this program around. We'll welcome in and usher in, especially with like the question marks at running back. This new Air Raid Wisconsin 2.0. Let's see what we can do. And we got Colorado State. And we know one thing about Colorado State. That defense was elite last year. It's a hell of a test week 0 for these guys. But it's also a great opportunity for us to make a great first impression. You only have one chance to make a first impression, and I want our air raid offense to flex all their muscles. We got a 20 credit. I don't know how we got that. I assume it's, hey, hell of a job kind of finishing out the recruiting class. So we are going to max out recruiter, and with the 10 that we have remaining, we got options. We could unlock tactician, or we could sit on our points. I mean, we're now a head coach. So working our way here through motivator could work. I've seen on Reddit people saying it doesn't make a difference. Placebo. I don't know. I think right now we're going to sit and wait on these points. And then see if at any point, you know, it makes sense to unlock architect. Or if at any point, I mean, that's going to be a minute because you got to win 4 bowl games. But we got a talented roster. I mean, we sit on our points, might be able to unlock talent developer this offseason. We got some high-rated players that definitely could be sneaking in the first round. So I think we'll take a conscientious approach here with our points and maybe be a little passive and sit and wait. No harm waiting. Let's go home debut against the team that we just kind of quit on. No pressure. Good read. We got Darley. He has 99 speed. Man, so we're going to see if we can get a man beater here in mesh. Harita X. It's our go-to. Not much there. Eat the sack. 3rd and long. Okay. Luckily, off the turnover, defense able to get a stand. Now we need to organize and engineer a 95-yard touchdown drive to make these people think they didn't make a terrible decision hiring us. Wow. You know, there's not going to be another team that knows our offense as well as Colorado State will this whole season. So honestly, it is probably one of the worst matchups you can see. But there's also the big reason why we left Colorado State for Wisconsin. Different type of player. Different caliber, different area code of prospects that we're dealing with. And that is how you respond off an ugly, ugly pick. You find Bo Hammond, the freshman wide receiver, and you connect on an absolute rope. Defense continues to make absolute plays after plays after plays. We've only given up 1 first down to Colorado State here in the first half. And that's a common theme. We go with as an offensive-minded head coach, you always need to have a strong defense. That's another one of the draws of Wisconsin. Very good defense on paper. We inherited. So, we didn't really have that much influence. We inherited a team that's 90 overall on both sides of the football. For a reason. This one on the ground. Remember, it's still old school football when we need it to be. But I think the telling point of this first half, outside of the fact that we're able to rebound and bounce back off of that first interception, is our defense has allowed Colorado State 1 first down. Get another one there. Got him. Oh, wide open. Broken play. Colorado State did get on the board. Maybe that was a little bit of sympathy. That's a big dub. 49-14. I'd love to see some of the old guard, Colorado State, the leftovers, have nice showings. McKinnon, 4 touchdowns. Had that pick. You kind of throw that one, get rid of it. Rushing offense, 3 total touchdowns, which is cool. It's not my punter. You love it when your kicker gets a rushing touchdown somehow. That was simmed. I thought it was going to be an extra point, but look at Colorado State, Zach Ivey. So that is, we knew that the quarterback was going to enter the transfer portal. And happy to get 2 touchdowns. Henderson is still there, but man, we knew that that's the guy you got to stop. You got to stop Henderson. Would have loved in a perfect world, way to bring him with us. Look, they still got Brown. They still got Bell. Really, they're only down the quarterback. But if there's something that I know about jumping to schools, is that when we went to Western Kentucky, we took probably the best quarterback situation in the Sun Belt. When we went to Colorado State, outside of Boise State, the best quarterback situation in the Mountain West. We know what to look for. We know what success falls on, and it's usually the man under center. And what I can say is I feel real good about what we got here in Wisconsin. Week 2, we get Pitt, who's a grindy, scrappy school. Could be an ugly win, but don't think there's a whole lot they're going to offer that's going to stop the Great Badgers. What I want to do is this. This has been a play we did not hit. When you have 99 speed on the outside, you got to let them know. Especially on the road, that's the number one way to quiet the crowd. And we're just... It's the air raid, man. People don't know what to expect. They say Wisconsin. Oh, they're going to run the football 47 times up the middle. And then we come out here, you just start airing it out, showing your ass. That's a pick. Oh, no! Gotta get those other... It's a new scheme, new system. Growing pains. Oh, wow. There's no way. What, do you get 5? We're not even going to be allowed on the plane? So I guess the fucking and chucking offense doesn't work as good in a bigger conference. Big Ten's going, yeah, right. We got guys that can run with your fast guys. You got fast guys, we got fast guys. Not the, it's not the Sun Belt no more. Gotta catch that. Tough grab, suicide ball, but we're gonna have to figure out to have a hell of a halftime speech. Okay, great play. Yep. All right, cool. Sick and tired of these plays that I can't even develop because the O-line just like, nah, actually, we're just not gonna block that one correctly. They don't like screens. These guys are like OG. Like, can we just run the... What's the throw power of my quarterback again? I thought it was 93, not 83. 3 pick sixes. Throw your way out of it. That's how we're going to do it. This is unbelievable. And we were self-reflective of the fact that we beat up a lot of bad teams. And now that we are in the Big Ten, adjustments need to be made, I guess. Hurts that we don't have a run game. It's not that it's purely non-existent. There's just also not... We don't have a talented running back on the roster. It's an area that's not great. And honestly, we're at a spot right now where I might be flirting with breaking the house rules. Like, that is... What a shit recruiting class. Why am I so restricted? Why am I imposing rules? You know, at this point. Why can't I go chase after the best running back if I want to, right? See, the things that bad losses make me think is Nigel Maynard had 3 picks. 3 picks. We just got that guy drafted in the league. Flush it. Ugly loss. Never happened. We got to bounce back against a team that we know how to beat. I hate our running backs. Had a great running back at Colorado State. Honestly, the offense ran through him. Not having that type of player, having all sub 80 overall running backs. You know, you need the combo. You need the mix of running back and speed at wide receiver for my offense to work. We're missing pieces. Oh, here we go. Aggressive DB got burned. Darley got 99 speed. We need to find consistency. We can't just keep relying on the shot play because, as we, that might have worked in the Mountain West, but as we saw against Pitt, you need to have a little bit more and bring a little bit more to the table offensively. Got it, gone. Oh, it's a little bit low. Oh, again, arguably the fastest player in college football. I've seen enough Miami Dolphin games to know how they get the ball in Tyreek's hands. We're going to replicate that. Going to the fourth, still a 3-point game. Defense has definitely shored up here in the second half to give us a chance, but we just can't protect. Can't protect against an inferior competition. Boise State, one of the best teams from the Mountain West, should not be controlling the line of scrimmage the way that they are. Look at this. We're literally fighting for our life. Yeah, like just what else do I do? We didn't do that. Took one more second. That's safety. I guess a safety's better than another fucking pick 6 on our record. Got him. I mean, there is a chance we got the wrong guy under center. We have other quarterbacks. Maybe we're getting... I would say, I don't want to say maybe we're looking at the inflated stat, because the stats are great. But you know what? Maybe we need to look at skill caps. Our quarterback here is close to a finished product in Kenyon. And an 86 freshman that's only ever going to be an 88 might not be better than more developmental options. So we'll see if the pick 6s continue. And we can't get a come-from-behind victory over Boise State. Tough questions. I mean, he's not having a bad game. 3 touchdowns. Does have the pick. Bunch of sacks. Not all on him. Love to just, weather the storm. And get a win and keep developing. Keep growing together. How quickly can you get fired? How quickly does the boosters get together and decide to can ya? All right, we're going to have a tough look in the mirror here and realize that maybe John Kenyon's not the best. So we have 87 overall star dev. Pretty close to his skill cap. What else do we have in that room? Because short accuracy, I mean, we don't really utilize that. We have Mabry Mature, the junior, impact dev, former 3-star from the Woods of Texas. I like the backstory. A lot more room to grow on his skill caps. 86 deep accuracy, 93 throw power. Not offering much as a dual threat. We have Bruce LeCount, 4-star, former impact. Even he's that's a career back we've ever seen. And then we got the 5-star that we just landed. Nope, not you. And Trent Mackey, star dev, 5-star. And you look at his skill caps. I mean, he has the worst accuracy of the bunch, but he also has the most mobility. Good news, 1 and 2 sucks. 1 and 2 outside the conference. Our first conference game is against winless Michigan State. You know, let's go 1-0 in conference play. There we go. Okay. Again, speed kills. Good start. Good first completion for the true freshman. Got him again. Oh, do we have... maybe not. Maybe yes. That's what I like to see. Ooh. We got ourselves a quarterback. Rookie, I mean, I don't say it was open and we got smashed as we threw the football. It would have been real nice to play a clean, full game. As after that, Michigan State does punish us with the interception, get 7. So I think almost regretfully we're going to have to try and see if we can run this one out here. Just do whatever we have to do to grind out a victory. And it wasn't pretty, but we got to 500 on the season. Our first win in conference play, 21-14 over winless Michigan State. Doesn't necessarily change the vibe of where we're at. I still don't think we have the offense that I really need. But we got to make do. I think we keep the freshman quarterback in. I like what I saw. He has a little bit more mobility, which could potentially aid a struggling offensive line in pass protection. And we got Illinois up next to try to go 2-0 in conference play and go above 500. Really wish there was a way for us. I mean, I think the best way, we have a young offensive line. Most of these guys are sophomores. We got a bunch of freshmen. Even if it is placebo or not, maybe we got to just spend the points and get the offseason growth upgrade for offensive linemen and just try to develop the guys we got in the building here. 3rd and a mile coming up. Nothing. Absolutely nothing there. 3 sacks on the opening drive. Sensational. But we get an attempt here. 47-yard field goal. Hell yeah. Let's go. Get in there. I assume it did. We'll take that. Ooh, there's a big run. A couple broken tackles. Harita, last year's top receiver. Get him going. Then we go back to the middle of the field. The tight end. That has been a big advantage for us. McGowan. And first touchdown of the game goes to the Badgers. Ooh, breaking ankle. Not bad. Goal to go to start the 4th. Tight end. Boom. The O-line held up well there on that drive. Maybe that's what we need to utilize a little bit more. 8-7. We always want the speedsters. Maybe the tight ends and getting death by 1,000 cuts type offense every now and again is what we need to pivot to win it. Right back to the tight end and fucking what are we doing? And why is it always a pick 6? I swear to God, you throw one interception and then your quarterback minus 10 throw power. We're going to get fired. There's no... Hey, look, I literally just simmed the last 2 plays and there were 2 sacks. Against ranked Penn State, we're going to make another quarterback change. We have Mabry Matower. Equal on throw power, even though that's absolute bullshit. 93%. No, there is no way John Kenyon or Trent Mackey have 93 throw power. 0% chance. But Matower has 93. He also has the highest rating for deep accuracy. He's the veteran. Show me what you got. For whatever reason, the last patch, it kind of broke the notification screen, as I don't see when guys commit anymore. But we get 4-star gem Jalen Cantu. He's definitely one of the top targets. If I had to pick of our 13, he's definitely probably in the top 3 that I would like to land. We get him on board. We get Darrell Leonard on board. We're still well leading the race for our only 5-star talent and Demetrius Avery. We get the 4-star bust offensive tackle Connor Tucker. Hopefully he's not that bad. And honestly, a lot more pressure on Donovan Arnold. I thought we had with landing the 5-star recruit last offseason, you know, quarterback of the future. Haven't been the biggest fan of his game. I don't know, again, if this guy is going to be the answer. But all it takes is an elite dev trade to change my mind. All right, let's go. Penn State ranked. Great opportunity to kind of open up a new chapter on the season. I feel like going through the motions, been ups and downs, more downs than ups. Shaky times, uncertain times. Honestly, our job security right now is very low at 2-3. But we come in against ranked Penn State. Come on here looking impressive. Got the new quarterback. All right, offensive line continues to be absolute butt cheeks. 3rd and long. We are in field goal range. It's a rain game. Probably don't want to be getting too pass happy. That's a great grab there across the middle. We got able to the run here. Batiku out of the backfield. Again, continue just to not be in love with our run. There's just no juice. I think in a perfect world, man, I think in this, like the evolution is that when I leave Colorado State, I should be able to like bring players with me. But look at that ball, and that is an opening drive, because if I could, I would have brought our elite Colorado State running back with us. Got him. Boom. Tight end. Good grab. I know. We got 15 seconds remaining. I don't really love the slants. I love the slants if we had a dual threat. Tell you that. When you don't have a dual threat, you got to just trust the veteran. And you know what I thought about the quarterback situation? Is like, we have freshmen that look like they have a lot of upside, but they're not the guys that are going to help us right now. With our job security coming under scrutiny, we got to go with the guy that's the best this season. And I think that it's our veteran QB here. All right, we got 3rd down. One more 1st down. Could see this one out. Obviously, I'd like to score with more points. 21-0 on one of our toughest games of the year. You can't drop that. The kick should be good here, though. And 17-0 is pretty much insurmountable at this point. And there we go. A signature win, finally, for Coach Chino Williams and the Wisconsin Badgers. It's been up and down season, but our first ranked opponent at home, pitch a shutout, offense does their job, and the first start for Mabry Matower. Good start. I mean, again, we came here, big picture, to try and evolve Wisconsin football, not be run the ball, play defense. We're bringing the air raid offense, and that got us 2-3. So this game here was defense, run the football, play action, maybe not 400 yards, 5 touchdowns like we were trying to get early, but winning is more important, especially when you're already having meetings talking about your job security. Big win. So after Penn State, we have a bye week, and man, we got to get this patched. I know there's like hurricane and stuff like that going down in Florida. That's where all EA's at. And anyone else that's watching this that's in that region, stay safe. I live in a hurricane hotspot as well. It sucks. So get, you know, those generators fueled and hunker down. But there has been an issue where you don't get the pop-up when guys pick your school all the time, especially in season, which kind of sucks, especially when you land your 5-star, because you're just going to, like, go to the board and be like, oh, look, he signed this week. No real prompt, which kind of sucks. But we do get our top belle of the ball, which is Demetrius Avery, the only 5-star that had interest in Wisconsin, top 20 player and the number 2 corner. We got Hugh Jones signed on, a top 100 player. The Bus Mayor, Shaughnessy. We got Donovan Darnold, the 4-star quarterback. We got Boyett, Potts, Catula also signing on. We got our punter. And then I kind of dipped back in a mix of the first wave and some other players that are hopping on. We got Larry Vales, 4-star from Wisconsin, late. Decided to put us into his top 10. We got Parker and Nauta, who are some of the 3-stars that have had some interest. They're also from Wisconsin, which helps out. And then we got Taylor York, 4-star gem corner, top 200 player. He, much like Vales, come on late for some interest of what we're building here in Wisconsin. And obviously, Hannah has been part of our original recruiting class. But ultimately, I think, you know, we get 18 targets. We're first for all these guys as well. 18's not bad for our first recruiting class and still being able to land 1 5-star. And we're back in big conference play as we got 2 and 3 Northwestern. Could be a grindy game, but definitely think we're the more talented roster here. At home, we are 10 overall points higher than Northwestern. So the road to champions begins here. Even though we already have 3 losses and pretty much are not in contention for anything. But our L's, most of our L's have come out of conference play. We handle business in conference. You know, you make the championship game, who knows how far you'll go. Imagine Big Ten champion, that's automatic bid for the playoff. So we just got to get hot at the right time. Damn it, man. It's almost like we just got to get that first sack out of the way. Maybe that wakes the offensive lineup a little bit. 3rd and a mile. We got Pierce. That's who we always want to look for the deep ball. Just, oh, we actually get it off. What a throw by Mabry Matower. 66 yards, getting smashed. Finds one of the best deep threats in all of college football. Needed that. Cheerleader can't believe it. But Matower went from least desirable quarterback on the roster to the savvy vet who could throw a duck 66 yards. Right back at the light box. I don't know. I mean, we have honestly thrown it a lot in the red zone, but take it by surprise there. Get the rushing touchdown. Get the lead at the end of the first quarter. The Western held the ball for a lot of that second quarter. We didn't get to touch it again. They were able to punch it in with a touchdown and go into halftime with a lead. We get the ball to start the second half. We're going to need a drive and a half here. Do it yourself. Look at that green grass. No. No. How about defense? Bail me out. Oh, they did not. Hey, they did actually. Field goal. Okay. That won't happen again. Definitely our least scrambly of our not really scrambly quarterbacks. We'll learn that lesson. See, look right there. Are we, is that a screen pass? Why are we moving out of the way? 6'3" and 70? You guys are embarrassing the other great Wisconsin linemen that have come out throughout the years. And that's very lucky not to be another turnover. Come on, defense. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. We're getting clapped by Northwestern? Got him. At least we got one play that works. Tight end. Oh, there we go. Quick response. Defense, can they capitalize on it? Looks like they did get a stop. Is it a fix in? I don't think it feels like. And also, what is the rating of 70? Right tackle, absolute turnstile. 84. It's a freshman. 84? So you must need a tackle that's 99 minimum to just lay a hand on somebody. Jesus Christ. And I don't know if you saw our recruiting class. We got like, what, one tackle that's a 4-star bust. So I'm hoping if we still have a job this offseason, hopefully the transfer portal is very blessed towards Wisconsin. I'm going to turn the clock on so at least we can like play for overtime here. Make sure this is last possession. Ooh, the speed. Just lost to fucking Northwestern, man. We still got 3 timeouts. No, that's just... We're getting fired. It's not working. Now, honestly, it's not even like, oh, can we win to get some momentum? Can we win to go on a hot streak here in conference play? Now it's like, can we win to avoid getting canned and being one and done? And a rivalry win over Nebraska. I mean, we might not get a lot of wins this year, but we already stacked a quality win against Penn State. I think winning the rivalry game against Nebraska, maybe that gives us a little bit of leeway. But looking at the contract right now, we have very low job security. We got brought in to fix a 5-8 team, and at this point, 5-8 seems like a decent finish for Wisconsin. All right, awesome. Same old, man. It's like the offensive line can't process our offense. It's like they block for screen passes when I need them to hold up so that we can, throw it downfield. Good joke. Joke! There we go. Test their big dog. Test their big dog! Huh? Star corner? We'll go after him all damn day. We're desperate. There we go. Punch that one in. Lead. Badgers. The fact that we're down to like F it and chuck it. And I'm not in a bad mood right now. We're outside. Say the word. But it's working. And we're getting good defense here today. Let's get our blocks. Bubble screen works to the running back. And that is 3 touchdowns unanswered by the Badgers. And our defense ain't giving up nothing. Got him again. These are kids that are playing for us. They're playing for their coach. 3rd and 2. We'll try to... It's a rivalry game, right? We'll try to run this one up here potentially. Let's go Pierce on a slant. It's a rivalry game. That's an outstanding win. Give me the trophy. 38-10. Offense and defense showed up today. Media was loud. Boo birds were loud. Stadium was packed. And I feel like half the people were like, all right, this sucks. We're going to boo this team and coach out of the building. But the battle for freedom stays with the Badgers. And Mabry Matauer bounces back after a mid-game loss against Northwestern. It's all about building momentum, stacking momentum, and our second-ranked opponent on the schedule is number 10 USC, 6-2 on the season. Last time a ranked team showed up against the Badgers, we spanked them in Penn State. Let's do it again, and our record might not be sexy, but as long as these wins continue to be the big games of the season, we might be able to get to year 2 here with Wisconsin. All right. Not gonna lie, squiggly lines. That was double coverage, but I'm going to blame the squiggly lines. Hate this. I mean, hey, they know it. It's not positive reinforcement. I hate this offensive line. Every one of them. But what I love is maybe my favorite wide receiver we've had in college football 25. So damn reliable. 10. USC coming off a touchdown. That's late. Turn around. Get back to the... Bounces off his kneecap. Well, it inside of the running back. Inside of the running back, and we throw it with a noodle arm. Again, I just cannot. The first guy that's getting fired is our self-scouting department. Because our scouts, I look at the team sheet, our scouts are saying our quarterbacks have 93 throw power. No! 83. Playing with a bunch of Kerry Collins out here. You know when you switch your punter to quarterback? That's what it feels like. Arm talent-wise. With what we're working with. I mean, we hit the deep ball. Every time I've seen a deep ball, it's a duck. Watch this, Matauer. If we get this and hit this, the replay, this ball is going diagonal. And if... Yank him. Yank him! It was Kane's gimmick. Before he was Kane. Yank him! Go back to the guy that's supposed to be our starter. Are you going to be able to spark something here? Yes! There we go. Cut it to 28. Luckily, hopefully that won't be reviewed. Probably will be. But, I don't know. I don't know what the missing... I do know what the missing piece is, but I don't know how to fix it. I'm going to be able to stack another rivalry game as we battle a cow of some sort. At home, rivalry game in the battle over the gold cow. Already won the Battle of Freedom because America. Now we want the gold cow. Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying, literally, just trying to look downfield. Playing this like an actual quarterback, and we never have time to survey. If first read's not there, we don't have that half second to be like, all right, we're second read because we're getting sacked and thrown in the grass. Right there. Pick up the linebacker. Safe grab. Huge conversion on 3rd and 19. Here we go. Punish him for making a diving interception attempt on our ass. Go, let's run this one in. Right behind our 2-star lineman. Here we go. Get the fans back in it. Trying to play for a golden cow right now. Come on. I can't remember the last game we had. We didn't have a pick. Go right back to him. Let's go, Coral! There's a turnover after that touchdown. Let's properly punish them here. All right, great job blocking, fellas. Appreciate it. Boom. Beautiful. It's Coral again. Here we go. Holy. That probably quadruples our longest rush of the season and dagger as another rivalry game goes to the Badgers. Let's go. The battle for the Heartland. We got freedom in Heartland. Yeah. America. And who got player of the game? But Coral Pierce. So we're 5-5, 2 games remaining. That UCLA and Minnesota are both not really having great seasons. So, and another rivalry game for an axe. Look at the conference standings. If we can win out, I mean, technically we could come second in the conference. That'd be cool. Ooh, tight end over the middle. I think that's his first grab all year. Better time than now. Got a ball. That's a ball, and that's a little bit later than expected. But Kyle Pierce. Got him. Carl. Over 1,000 yards. I think he had 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns coming into this game. Hey. So you start the second half. Stall out. Got to settle for a field goal. Considering UCLA just got one. Love to match that, which we do. 2-touchdown lead remains intact. Damn. Damn, what a ball. UCLA scores. We'll take that pressure. We'll handle it. 3rd and 10 really want to just put it away here with a touchdown. If we can get it. Nope. Field goal would be huge. Midfield. Perfect. Got him. Oh, yeah. There we go. There's the dagger to the arguably, almost inarguably, because of the stats, best wide receiver in the nation, Carl Pierce. There we go, man. Let's stack a couple wins here late. 27-10 over UCLA. I can only imagine. Probably Carl Pierce, player of the game. Damn right it is. For the final game of the season, our board for recruiting has been set. We get 18 of our initial targets. Again, maybe not on paper the strongest. A lot of busts because there wasn't a whole lot of targets following our house rules, unfortunately. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, where are we at right now? Last year we were a top 10 class, and we're top 5 right now. You know what? We win this one. We go 6-3 in conference, 7-5 overall. Get a bowl game. You know, it's really finishing the season really, really strong, even though we have a couple brutal, ugly losses on the season. All right, big rivalry game. Even I know this one would be the one out of all of them. I did not know they had a rivalry game with Iowa or with the Battle for Freedom. This one here. Is this like the Paul Bunyan axe or something like that? I want all 3 pieces of hardware. Got him. How's the step? Hadira on the outside. And there we go. Dump it on him. Show a little bit of that air raid. Show why we got hired. Had a little something there. But luckily our defense playing lights out again. Bring that in. How about your quarterback? What else can go wrong? Luckily, our defense is like, nah, we got you. We'll get you a pick back. Oh, go Carl. Punch this one in on the 1-yard line. Follow the lineman in. And without our defense is playing 14-0 is probably enough to get the dub here. Give me the axe. Oh, psych. Never mind. They insta-score. Oh, that's late. But still able to move the chains. Hell of a drive. There's also sounded like we just chuck it up. Fuck. Come on, defense. Help us. Thank you. Oh, you can't. Like, I fucking wrong button. I mean, it's one of those ones, you know, when you have so many picks on the year, the real bad ones don't sting as much. Look at the defense, dude. Just saying, you know what? We got you. Game over. Paul Bunyan's axe. All the hardware this season with Wisconsin. Staying in Wisconsin. That's the only thing we can hang our hat on. Look at the size of that axe. Is that an innuendo? We got huge axes. Wow, DJ Lagway transfers out of Florida, goes to Baylor, and wins the 2027 Heisman Trophy winner. And we get Kent State in the Music City Bowl. Carl doesn't win the Bolitnikoff? What? He just gets honorable mention. They throw him sympathy vote. Sympathy vote for second in yards, most average yards perception, second most per game, fourth in touchdowns. Is it because of the lack of reception? Garbage. Garbage voting. Just look at the job offers, because I said the only way that I would flip again is if I got Florida. And we only got the... You know, I am happy that Florida is interested. But that needs to be HC and not DC. Looking at the other jobs that are open, just in case, you know, remorse. Did we take the wrong year? Take that leap of faith? You got Georgia Tech, BYU, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Mizzou, Navy. Ole Miss still looking for a head coach. They're one and done. I mean, none of these ones offered us anyways. Again, I just want Florida. So we've had 4 chances this year to bring home some hardware. We are 3-0 with a chance to perfect sweep here in the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl against Kent State. The quick scouting report of Kent State, got a decent experienced quarterback. Chuck Babcock, great name, but not great stats. Dontrell Bennett, respectable year, 8 touchdowns. JJ Etheridge, I mean, let's be honest. Dash Dorsey, too. They got a lot of first-team all-names on Kent State. Got a better pass rush than we do. Jalen Lowry, 7.5 sacks, 6.5 for Proctor. Rawlson at corner, the slot, so that's where he kind of wants to jump some balls. But ultimately, I think this should be convincing win for Wisconsin. Finish the year out strong. I'm just looking at, I'll always take a little look at the coaching carousel if we're staying. The disrespect Colorado State. We left Colorado State. They went 13th ranked team in the nation. What? Georgia also offered us an OC job. What happened? We made the wrong call here. Zach Ivey. We saw the potential last year. Hell of a year. David Henderson, beast. 12 touchdowns for Levon Brown. Bell, 700 yards. Jenkins stepped up, deep threat. Defensively. Like, an honest question is, if Colorado State, who we left last year's head coach, played our Wisconsin team, would we beat them? I don't know. We beat them week 0. But man, oh man, they had a hell of a year. Happy to see that. And then we did win out conference championship. We got a bunch of teams that beat us. Northwestern, USC up there. But Purdue and Oregon, big dogs. So we're sitting here at 7-5. Just awaiting our bowl game, looking at our regular season stats. Just very quick. I mean, the quarterback number is not great. True freshman Mackey finishes with probably our best stats. So that's good, I guess, going forward. Really wish Kenyon was great, but just couldn't put together. Run game was non-existent. Something that we hopefully will change either from camp, where someone breaks out, or the transfer portal. I mean, we do also have 2 4-star running backs coming in. Carl Pierce, insane season. 41 catches, average almost 33 yards a catch, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, and counting. 6 and 4 for Darling, 4 and 3 for Herida. Defensively, our defense is pretty good. There wasn't many games that our defense did not bail us out when they could. Led by Allegro at linebacker here, 53 tackles, 3 TFLs. Not much as far as sacks are concerned. Heiberger had, 15 sacks last year? Only 2 this year. And our interception numbers also not really that good. Let's go. Big bowl game. Finish the year out strong. Don't have me second guessing. Don't have me saying, I should have stayed at Colorado State an extra year. Make me believe that this is home. All right, great start. Hey, you know what, though? We know our team. You get that pick out of the way early, and it's smooth sailing from there on out. Oh, this is what we need. Reverse pass. Yeah, that was going to work. Let's test them. 3rd and inches. They think it's a run. And we go, you ain't got speed like we got speed. And we got a hungry Coral who thinks and knows, and everyone in this building knows he's the best wide receiver in the nation, even if the media is not going to acknowledge it. Okay, cool. Cool. No, I didn't want to do anything with that drive anyway. Defense bails us out. All right. We're just gonna let a guy wearing a fucking one-armed hoodie pick 6. You know what? Mackey had the best stats this year. Let him finish it out. All right, we're down at 14-7. We got the true freshman quarterback in, trying to lead a second-half comeback. Because to end a season that we finished pretty strong. A loss to Kent State would be pretty embarrassing. See, this is where, if this was real life, after this game, I'd be offering him $400,000 to leave his school and join ours. We need to add that feature. Got him. Oh, hit him with it one more time. Suck on that one-arm hoodie. Thank God our defense bailed us out. We tied it up. Oh, come on, quick, quick, quick. They don't even have anyone on him. You ain't fast enough, hoodie. 1 first down, this one's over, but knowing our offensive line, we're going to get dominated by Kent State up front and have to rely on our defense. And by that, I mean we're just going to fucking fumble it! And we're in overtime. I know there's limits when you encourage transfers. Let me cut my whole team, please. Every lineman and running back is gone if I had my way. Got him. Boom. A little opportunity here to pad our stats. Touchdown. Now let's do it again. We gotta try, we got a new running back in there. Can't trust the fumbler. Can't trust Butterfingers. 2-7 Clinton gets in there. We do our job. What? And we lose to Kent State, everybody. Elsewhere, a low-scoring national championship game as the #1 Sooners defeat the #2 Notre Dame Fighting Irish 14-13. The thing we gotta hang our hat on is Carl Pierce has broke the single-season record for receiving yards with 1,565 and touchdowns with 20 on the year. Even with the bowl loss, we still, finished strong enough that our job security is looking all right going into year 2, but I definitely think another subpar year with no clear progress. You could be looking elsewhere. Could be pulling an Urban Meyer and having headaches and having to step down. Looking at the portal, we have no one wanting to leave in the portal itself, which is pretty cool. And we have James Durand on the offensive line, who I will give credit, that left side of the offensive line was significantly better than the turnstile right side. Projected to go in the second round, could potentially sneak into the first. They end up sending 3 players to the league. Durant does go in the second round, and we got 2 defensive players going late day 3 of the draft. I want to do this live. I want to see what we got. We need a big portal. Need a big one. Need lots of targets. I want lots of players. I want O-line. I want running backs. I want quarterbacks. What do we got? What? We got a 1 year, a Canadian tackle. I mean, this guy's pretty nice. What? What? Ooh, we got Master Motivator unlocked. Now let's get it again. I want to be a little stingy with the points, but makes you think about it a little bit to get that tier 3. Everybody eats increased XP gains for pretty much every position. Could be pretty cool. Hey, we get the picture. Hey, the pop-ups are back. We get our 4-star target. Hello, baby. That's the big get. So the class fell off just a little bit, but first year, uncertainty. Top 20 class coming 16th in the nation. 1 5-star, 15 4s, couple 3s, and we got 3 2s in the portal. Looked like they could be better than definitely a 2-star player. So let's take a look at this class. We'd love to see some of these 2-stars. Surprise. We got Kilgo 2-star at wide receiver just because he has really good speed. You can't teach that. We got Gash, honestly, just because that name. Oscar Cure, 2-star pass rusher, the freshman with a star dev. Love to see that. We get Ebby, the 4-star, the big bell of the ball. Only normal, but those ratings, 94 player act, 89 pursuit, 87 tackle, 88 strength. A lot of real nice stats there. Also could drop back into coverage if you have. I mean, just do it all type playmaker. The Canadian small normal dev. We get star on our 3-star gem guard, John Parker. Impact on Nada Johnson normal. Star on the 4-star corner, Daryl Leonard. Star on the 4-star gem safety, Jalen Cantu. On paper, I mean, already look badass. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 88 jumping. Big time athlete, can cover 6'2". That's a great piece of business. Katula at linebacker there, normal. Elite dev, CJ Potts. It's a blocking tight end, but you'll take elite dev players as you can get it. And hey, if we're trying to turn things back to old school Wisconsin, you need some blocking tight ends. We got DeAndre Boyett, comes with a star dev trait, which could give him technically like the highest ceiling in our backfield. Taylor York, the 4-star gem corner, elite dev, 5'11" with 95 speed, 91 agility, 92 change of direction. Acceleration doesn't necessarily match up, but you will take elite dev anytime you can. Donovan Darnold is coming to the quarterback room. We were definitely hoping for a better dev trait than impact. Hopefully the skill caps are good, because there could be a lot of, like, if he can get that throw power and has a high ceiling on that, and it's not going to be capped out at 92 or something like that, could potentially move up as a starter. Vales, who was the highest rated player in Wisconsin impact. We get normal on Mundy, normal on O'Shaughnessy, star on Jeremiah Mare, or Mare from, and usually, if you get anything that's better than a normal on a bus, you consider that a win, let alone a star dev. Tucker with a normal. Hannah at running back, star dev. Another player that we're going to throw in the mix to just see if they can help solve our issues at running back. He has nice speed, 90 speed, 92 acceleration. Can kind of do it all too. Would be a great receiver out of the backfield. We get star dev on Hugh Jones, top 100 player. And our only 5-star, Demetrius Avery, a top 20 player, the number 2 corner in the nation, elite dev trait, 6'2", with 93 speed, 95 change of direction, 95 agility, great pursuit. Not too often you see, like, especially a slighter corner with pursuit being his best kind of DB ability right now, with only 69 zone and 78 man. But he looks like an incredible talent. Likely will be a day 1 starter for us next year as a true freshman. I don't think this is cheesy. We got some big-time athletes here. I think with our running back issue, we need to consider maybe one of these wide receivers. It's not going to be Carl Pierce. Do we have any wideouts who, like, physically could be a running back? Dylan Burns could. He'd be from a 67, so he'd jump up 7 spots. Okay. 7 spots there. What else we got? Thielen, 6'4". He's 96 jumping. You don't want to get a better spin and juke. Harita, 78 carry, 95 jumping. I mean, look at the release. That's what you need. Donald Darling. Not really a great route runner. Does have 86 spec catch. What do we got? 92 agility, 91 acceleration, 99 speed. He goes from 79. He's 210 pounds to an 85. Yep. Yes. And to wrap the video, let's wrap up training camp. And take a look here. The safeties were not particularly a strength, but they're veterans now. 85-86 is pretty good. At corner, the big winners from training camp, we have now 4 legitimate guys that could get thrown out there, and we'd feel all right with their coverage ability. One thing I do want to see is we just need a little more like turnovers. We need a little more production, a little bit more box score stats from our defense. I mean, we have great trench work here, depth at every single level. Licata at pass rush, 6'6", 264, speed rusher. I mean, look at the athletic profile. That is a guy that needs to be getting us double-digit sacks next season. But the offense is where our bread and butter is. And here's how we look. We have lots of depth at right tackle. We just need these guys to play better. Offensive line was shambolic last year. We got all 85 pluses. We're 3 deep at center. Left guard, Derek Keenan, sophomore at 91. And at left tackle, we have Kevin Haywood, 90, returning. He was one of our stars last year, was probably the only good lineman I don't have any complaints about. I think he had 1 hold all year. So the O-line looks good. At tight end, I mean, serviceable, right? Gigantic monsters, 266 freaks. And then we got Ajayi there, the blocking. At wide receiver, Carl Pierce, 90 overall returns with some of the most hype out of any wide receiver in the nation. 90 overall with 99 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 agility, 99 change of direction, 99 catching, 94 catch of traffic, 99 spec. Route running's dog shit. Route running's the only thing stopping him from being a 99 overall. Harita returns. We got Bohannon with speed, Audric with speed, Thielen with speed as a freshman, 81 overall, 6'4" with 93 speed. I feel real good about that wide receiver room. At quarterback, I mean, it continues, right? Who's going to be our guy? Mackey only goes up +1. Actually, he goes up from 82 to an 84. So +2 there, +2, +1. You know, we're still looking. I feel like it's an open battle. No one gained any throw power, which sucks because I don't believe any of these guys have 93. Maybe Mackey. No one gained deep accuracy either. I'm thinking, I'd love to get your guys' feedback. Do we break the house rules here a little bit for this upcoming recruiting class where we can only go after players that have interest? We had to be on their top 10 schools. Can we just go try to chase fits, scheme fits? Go find speed, go find a cannon arm. I think Evers ends up being a 3-star. I just maybe want to chase a quarterback that has 99 throw power. Let me know. Because, you know, if it does and you guys want to keep the house rules and you think it makes it a little bit more challenging, I mean, I'm the one that started it. I'm the one that invoked it on all of my College Football 25 series. We can keep it up. Now, the reason why we skipped running back is because we took a wide receiver who was, what was he? 79, 78 wide receiver. And we decided, because, you know, 5'11", 210, we'll round up. Like, he could be, you know, 99 speed. He could be a fine running back. He was an 85 running back. He's now 96. We did not have a running back last year. Our run game, maybe that's why we struggled so much. Maybe that's why we throw so many picks, because we knew if we were going to win, if we were going to keep games competitive, we'd have to throw the football. And now Donald Darling pulling a little bit of Deebo Samuel goes from a 78 wide receiver to an 85 to after training camp, 96 overall. We got 99 speed, 91 acceleration, the agility, all the things are good. His ball carry vision jumped up, break tackle, trucking, spin move, juke move. He offers elite ability as a receiving back. And I think maybe, just maybe, that is the the little bit of that secret sauce that could take us here in year 2 of Wisconsin from a 7-6 program to a team that's going to compete in the Big Ten, for a team that could be a playoff contender. As we encourage transfers, I'll tell you right now, starting running back last year, Batiku, get out of my team. So we start year 2, we get a preseason ranking. What? Wisconsin is going to start going into FCS Midwest, is the 20th team in the nation. Very generous. But we are a 91 overall. Expectations are very high. And I definitely think a 7-6 record or worse would not be great. Looking at our schedule, we got Northwestern, we got Utah and Georgia. Okay, Ohio State ranked, Indiana gets a ranking, Washington, Oregon gets our rankings of the Big Ten. Looking locked, and you know what? We'll keep that. They want to see us take on Georgia. I want to see us take on Georgia week number 4. But that will do it for me here today, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching another episode of our College Football 25 Coaching Dynasty. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Helps out the channel with the YouTube algorithm and the robots. And until next time, it's your boy C4. Say peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.